All right, I'm starting the recording. First question, what do you miss about seeing the staff and working in the office?
What do you miss about seeing the staff and working in the office?
Anything else you guys miss about being in office?
Obviously sitting next to Kenny. Whenever I feel like I'm not productive, I just look over it. I'm just kidding.
I never noticed because I think I was sleeping at those times.
I miss Kenny's spontaneous joke, not prepared.
He is so witty.
I miss going out for lunch. I was sad today when we ended at 11:30. I was like, we could go to Islands or Saigon Dish.
I really look forward to that, just to be with everybody. And, you know, it's always different every Monday who you sit with.
Well, so one of the things I love about summer in the office is people do go on vacations. And when they come back, they have usually bring goodies back to the office. So if we were in the office, Gavin would be coming back from Mammoth. And so would Kim, and they'd be bringing tearaway bread from Shots Bakery. And, people would be going to I would have brought coffee from Slow because I just came down from Big Sur last week.
I miss just having random conversations, just getting to laugh and see people and just enjoy the presence of people.
I definitely miss the office banter. Usually, there are some outspoken, food choices, and Kim will quickly squash it by saying, really? Is it really that good?
I miss Esther's making coffee.
Coffee
house.
Coffee.
I think after a hard counseling meeting, it was always nice to just walk over and talk to Kim about food or cooking something, or just dive right into relational, relaxing, and that's the bigger context of the office, more than my office experience being defined by difficult issues and problems. But there's the context is, we're in a community of love for one another, and just feeling that in all the informal ways.
I never thought I would say this, but I miss hugs. I hate physical touch. I don't like being touched by people, but I miss hugs.
It's a dangerous thing to put on the internet though, Leighton.
As soon as we have in-person
things, just...
I miss the unplanned things, making joke for 50 people. I miss hearing Kim and Megan argue about food for no reason.
I just miss having friends.
It's the painful reminder that I have no friends.
I guess it's the randomness of the people that you come across, but really it's God leading you, and I just miss those conversations.
I miss just talking to people, having conversations, walking through the church.
Yeah, it's just reassuring to be with your spiritual family, right? It's not the same seeing it on Zoom. It makes me happy whenever I see people on Zoom. It's when we had to meet and eat, it's special.
Randomness, I think, of God's grace that I miss, that I don't see on Sunday. And I think that's just the case with all of us. We have our circle of people that we naturally gravitate towards. And I think what's nice about Sundays is that I'm exposed to so many different people that I might not just naturally gravitate toward, but then it's those random conversations with random people that I miss out a lot on, just in terms of seeing God's grace.
I miss just the informal talking about the sermon afterwards, and just hearing all the little ways God worked through the ministry of the word. I just love all those informal moments where you're with people and you just, you're laughing or you're crying or you're praying. It's just kind of the stuff that comes with being together.
The people that you meet after service, right? Even catching up with families, a bunch of people going out for lunch from Praxis age people. There's times of, I think, just fellowship and I just enjoy each other's company and presence.
I miss the spontaneity of being able to talk with people, or even meeting new people. I feel like I meet a lot of people over email or something to discuss things in the office, and then I meet them in person on Sundays, and then I can match a name to a face.
I miss too is just, I think, being able to share my life with church family. The people who've come over to drop off food for us when Lucy was born, they all say the same thing. They always say, oh my God, Harper is huge now. These are the people in my life who just, seems like they just missed out on a significant time of Harper's life. And obviously our life as a result of that. We want to share that with you guys, and everyone's missing out on that. And that I think I'll definitely miss. I am missing about the church family, and that, I hope we'll be able to get back soon.
I feel like people have had the same reaction to me. David, you're so big now.
Say hi.
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 Like when you saw me for the first time in quarantine, Alan, you're like, oh, wow, you're taller than I thought.
Yeah. You just have more of a baby face too. So when I saw you, I was like, oh, this is a full-grown man.
Eating some natto. Whoa, I almost got it. Oh.
That's what you get for eating natto.
A single peppercorn. We don't
Oh
want
my god, how can you get this out?
Tim?
Can somebody get my cloth mask?
Oh wait,
Foreign
I can't
currency.
get
Single peppercorn.
Moo.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wesley. Happy birthday to you.
Hey Lighthouse, thanks for praying for us. Here's a few requests. First, please pray that we would relentlessly pursue a deeper worship of Christ. It's a very noisy time to do ministry. I don't just mean it's noisy because I live with a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, but the culture is noisy and the opinions about the pandemic is noisy. My own heart is noisy with temptations. And the enemy would want to use all of this to distract us and to pull us away from Christ. So please pray that the noise right now would make us turn even more desperately to Christ for grace. Second, please pray for the pastors at Lighthouse to have wisdom as we continue to adjust to shepherding God's flock in this season of Safer at Home. Third, please pray that we would approach each person we interact with in this time with patience, humility, and a desire to learn what God wants to teach us from every interaction. Fourth, please pray for the staff in the same ways you pray for each other. Pray for our marriages and families and the relationships, that we would just demonstrate the love of Christ with each interaction, and that our hearts would continue hoping in the steadfast love of the Lord. Love you, Lighthouse. Thanks for praying.